Welcome to Empress Ebony's Tarot. If you're new here, hello. My name is Ebony. My father named me that. And in this environment, we use tarot primarily as a personal growth tool. I am an intuitive reader. While knowing the foundations of tarot, I hone my crafted way of interpreting the messages. If you cool with that, then stick around, grab a snack, grab you something to drink, grab something to take notes with, get comfortable, but not too comfortable. Just don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. We got strong boundaries over here. I got strong boundaries over here and strong boundaries in this environment. Tribe. What's going on? What's popping? What's popping? Welcome back. Show the newcomers gratitude and compassion, give them directions to the areas and whatnot so we can get this thing started. Hey, yo, I'm so giggly because, jeez, that last short baby, Missy Bessie, entered the chat, baby. But Spirit been nagging at me for a minute to get back on with these cards. It was another one of those decks that I was called to get. Wasn't on my list. I can't really even say that I was interested in it because there's like a Welsh, background. I really can't say that I was interested in it. And the first time I used it on camera, it brought out, I wouldn't necessarily say a dark message, but a message that I definitely wasn't expecting. I'm not opposed to, reading for any energies, really. But what came out in that reading was like basically a death doula, somebody that is comfortable with death, could be a mortician, whatever the case may be. And that's just, what it was. So I've been kind of shying away from it ever since then. So yeah, I used it myself the other day. That's why this card was facing the other cards, the initiator. I looked up this name and it is shoot, I can't remember. I think it's Curidwin, Searidwin. I'm not sure, but we ain't even going. The sacred marriage was at the bottom of the deck. Matcha, which that might not be what it is. Strength and endurance. So since I don't understand this language, just like the metaphysical cannabis deck, which thank you, Spirit. We might go ahead and use that. Only gonna use keywords for the things that I can't pronounce. I don't really give a damn about looking the fool, but I just don't want to be disrespectful to anyone's language, because what I look like is irrelevant to the message. It's just that I'm not comfortable with either of the languages, which is pretty much letting me know in this moment, thank you, Spirit, that I need to come out of my comfort zone with them and learn these things. But we're gonna use that. We're gonna go in the book and read some things as well. I'm thinking I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna do a general because the ace spread gets kind of long, and yeah. Anyway, brace yourself. There will be a loud sound. All right, Spirit team, Spirit posse, please and thank you for your assistance in bringing through a message that will be beneficial and helpful for the tribe. What's the word? What's the word? The word is the word. What's going on today? Meadow, flourishing and regenerating. Someone is in their spring season, running with the wild horse, fire horse, strength and endurance. Came out with the call. Spirit said, leave it there with these cards. That's enough of a message. Thank you, Spirit. Someone could like, I'm hearing expensive fabrics, but expensive jewelry or costume jewelry. At the bottom of the deck, we got Old Woman of Dreams, the Maker of Visions. At the very back of the deck, we got the Threshold, number 7. This feels like you're going to be getting a message to move, possibly from an ancestor, if not from an ancestor, from an elder, like an actual elder medicine woman. Someone who is able to assist you in prophesizing is what I heard. But what I'm getting is someone who can assist you in growth, like possibly a mentor, passing the torch. Thank you, Spirit. So for this deck, there are repeat numbers. We actually got it. 6 and 6, 6 and 6, but 6 in triangles, 6 in squares. We got 13 in circles, 14 in circles, and 7 in square with threshold. So with this deck, the triangles are places, the circles are allies, the squares are journeys, and diamonds are focus cards. We didn't get any focus card, but there's only 2 focus cards. So the first thing that flipped over was the 6 the meadows, which is places. That's number 40. We got matcha, which is an ally, number 13. And we got 6 as a journey with the message or the call. But you're definitely going to receive a message. Another ally in the old woman. The old woman of dreams, number 14. And then threshold, number 7 in squares. Okay. Spirit said we can read things at the end. All right. Heard, Spirit. Well, let's get something on this metal energy. Right now, what I'm feeling is what I said before. Like you're in your spring spirit. So you're blooming. You're not necessarily in full bloom just yet, but you're blooming. You are definitely, I'm hearing gone with the wind, going with the wind in this fire horse year. You could just be setting intentions to live more freely, to get out in nature, to move swiftly. The flowers that are in her hair and blowing in the wind as well are giving me the energy of like the spring is in your mind. Where you are, it may not be spring. Spring may have passed, and spring may not have came yet. But in your mind, you're in spring. In your mind, for some, your mind is racing with this call, with this message that you receive. Some people are getting a message of concern. Some people are getting a message of someone passing, my condolences. Others are getting messages of initiation, which was the first card that we encountered in this message. But, Spirit, let's get something on Meadow. Wheel of Fortune. It wanted to come out in the current position. And for this reading, I'm feeling like this sideways card is not only current position, but it can go either way. Whatever it is in your control. The decision is yours, is what I heard. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But it is going to take for you to ask the right questions of yourself, ask the right questions of your spirit team, and, just assess the situation. Give it some thought. Don't just roll with the wind. This right here in the back, this image is kind of giving me dolphin energy. It's really giving me dolphin energy. Although, of course, it's not. The fact that it brought me to that in that moment is, don't only use your logical mind. Tap in and connect with your emotions on this too, because it feels like it's gonna be life altering, whichever way you decide. Six of Wands at the very back of the deck. So it's like I'm hearing sink or swim, but what I'm feeling is it's you're gonna win. It's a win-win forecasted. Like no matter what you do, you're gonna win. It's just, are you gonna get what you actually want, what's authentic to you, or are you gonna get, something that you can be content with, something that you can settle for? Either or look good to you. But if I feel like on this east side, on this right side, this is like your wildest dreams. It's like your wildest dreams. That's why, thank you, Spirit. That's why the don't just use your logical mind for this. Nurture yourself within the decision, is what I just heard. Well, yeah. Lean on your knowing. Lean on your knowing. Lean on the vision you felt. The vision you felt, that's for somebody. Lean on the vision that you felt. Like, wow. Yeah. Ten of Pentacles. Think of your lean on your Ten of Pentacles versus your Six of Cups. Like, I would be satisfied versus this is what I really want. Thank you, Spirit. You can, okay, Matcha. We move on to 13, Matcha, the ally, your first ally. Your first ally is yourself, is what I heard. Two of Pentacles. I feel like this is energy of your ally is going to be knowing that you don't have to juggle. You don't have to perform. Yeah, you won't have to juggle. You won't have to perform whatever you won't have to perform. Lean on that decision. Like go towards the decision where you won't have to juggle anything, where you get everything that you wanted, so that you have greener pastures and you are able to roam free. You could want to farm or just want to be, in a I'm here in a rural area, but what I'm feeling is in an area where people are not out on top of each other. Oh, Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And it could be exactly what you get. This is really giving me the energy of make the decision of not having to juggle, not having to worry about your manifestations, your prosperity. You're giving a you're being given a gift. You're being given a gift. And I'm feeling like use your discernment. I'm feeling like you have thoughts of running back towards the past and being impulsive, like juggling just multiple impulsive decisions. At the very back of the deck, strength. Spirit is calling you to lean on your strength. Reflect on all of the things that you've made it through so that you don't go running back towards the past in a page of swords energy, moving fast. Because before I got with the rabbit and the horse, it's like those are two fast moving energies, moving fast. Just, I'm getting the tortoise and the hare kind of thing as well. And I'm feeling like things take time. Someone is impatient. I'm feeling someone being impatient. Someone being impatient, even at the fact that the wheel of fortune is in their hands. The wheel of fortune is in your hand. The wheel of what you're able to do with with how you're able to co-create with these three coins, these three physical matter things is really all in you realizing your strength, you realizing what you have overcome already. And I'm hearing heat into the call. So while we speaking on heat into the call, let's get something on it. A call. Seven of Wands. With this, I'm getting you got the perfect vantage point. You got the perfect vantage point to be able to see solution based outcomes for this decision that you need to make. But we're looking at this six card and the look on her face. I'm really feeling like you are gonna be you're gonna feel like you need to move fast to make a decision. But it's letting me know with the tarot cards that you don't have to move fast. You protect it. Just maintain control of your mind, spirit. Just maintain control of your aspects, the aspects of your soul, the aspects of what it is that you need to do. Like I feel like once you, I feel like doing the assessments that I spoke to in regards to the Queen of Swords will assist you, but your main thing is not being complacent or being performative in this time. Like, go for what you truly want and defend that shit. And defend that shit. Defend that shit. It keep bringing me to the competition thing, but to the competition in their, in their keywords for the seven of wands, which I've spoke on that before. There is competition in that, is because you went from the six of wands being celebrated to the seven of wands, to where now the jealousy seeks in, or you know the competition to knock you off your spot, to knock you off your pivot. It could be a message coming through falsely, is what I heard, that there is some way that someone else can take what is meant for you, which is impossible. Yeah, we got the sun card on the split. I'm hearing Queen Herbie, everything's gonna be all right. Like, everything is gonna be all right. This card is really bringing me to, like, someone who is concerned about some shit. Like, yeah, all up in your head. It's a mental thing. It's like you feel trapped, as well as unworthy, as well as the fact that you have to perform to get this great fortune. It also feels like someone who hasn't truly embodied understanding, overstanding of ebbs and flows in life, of things being cyclical, expecting spring, meadows, joy, freedom at all times. When it's a everything is a frequency, so it's gonna ebb and flow. It's going to, highs, lows, peaks and valleys. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, there's going to be peaks and valleys. So instead of being concerned about the call, be solution based about where the journey is going to take you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, because that is a journey card. At the very back of the day, you got judgment. Feel like you're too hard on yourself. You're too hard on yourself. So everything, every bit of news that you get good, better, and different. You're the wheels get to spinning in your brain, thinking of the worst case scenario. Glad I picked that up. Huh. Yeah, thinking of the worst case scenario. When at the end of the day, are you fucking serious? Yeah, no. But again, there's ebb and flow and everything. I heard there's no such thing as a constant. They want me to read the call. The call. The heroine's journey always begins with a call to change. Sooner or later, we're called to wake up. It's a call to rise up out of the unendurable everyday and inhibit a full, authentic life. And when we hear it, we must answer the call or forever be lost in the wasteland. The call can come at many different times: when we find ourselves unhappy in our jobs, in our marriages, when we develop chronic illnesses, anxiety, or other mental issues, when rage or grief threaten to overwhelm us, when we begin to contemplate our own morality, to question who we are, who we might have been, who we might yet become, when for this time we finally see the wasteland for what it is. The call comes when we break. It comes to us sooner or later, but it comes. And whenever it happens, we know there's a journey we must undertake. Something deep inside us knows that there's somewhere we should be going. And so, in the end, no matter how long or how hard we resist it, and whether or not we think we can, we must. Whether or not we think we can, we go because we must. We go because to stay is to die. Ooh. Well, well, well. I mean, I did say what I said. You know, I did say what I said. They keep saying "Gone with the Wind." You know what? I picked this deck up. And wow, intuition. So basically, the High Priestess just showed up twice. I wasn't gonna use this deck, but hey, gotta answer the call. I gotta answer the call. I have to answer the call. And you gotta answer the call. You can't stay in that Eight of Swords energy. You can't be back and forth. You can't be back and forth. What I'm feeling like is take the risk. Like take the risk. You have two allies and two journeys. That threshold and the call. So not only are you being asked to take the call, the fucking door is open for you. It's open for you. It's open for you. Tupac fell on the ground. Only God can judge me. Me against the world. Receipts. I feel like that all that is connected in the black sheep at the very back of the deck. All that is connected to that strength card that came out. I'm hearing this shouldn't scare you, especially if you go back with the judgment and do the reflection on all the things that you've overcame, and don't look at it in the lens of what was done to you, but what you learned and what you got through. That's what I'm getting with that. It's about your strength. We ain't focusing on, the blame or, our weaknesses, but you can. That's definitely a good thing. Like list out what you feel are your weaknesses and go through and either go through and what is spirit trying to tell me? Go through and rebuttal. Oh, present the evidence of the things that you feel like are your worst, attributes actually being soaked in fear and projection versus, actually authentic to you. Yeah, reveal the secrets by going ahead and naming out all those things that you feel like are the worst of you. The only way to get through them is to acknowledge them. The only way to process them and integrate them and feed the opposite energy is to integrate and process and do all the things that you need to do. But tiptoeing through life is never going to get you is never going to get you where you need to go. You can't play it safe. Yeah, in some cases you got to be ruthless and controversial. A little crazy, might I say? But no, this is relating to the Eight of Swords that's at the bottom of the deck right now. Anxiety. You get anxiety about thinking of changing, adapting the consequences of your decisions. It feels like a person that doesn't trust themselves to make decisions because they don't go with their gut feeling. Hmm. But I'm gonna say in this instance, push yourself to the edge, like the card says. Push yourself to the edge. Push yourself to the edge of what you believe. Ask for help because it is drawing me to cry for help. Ask for help, but don't um stamp anybody else's advice as approval, because I feel like that's how you go back in the loop of playing the blame game. I feel like get advice from people that you've never gotten advice from before, people that have no skin in the game. But before you do that, sit with yourself. Bring up all your fears, why you have them, and do your best to recognize if the anxiety is real or just fear mongering. At the bottom of the deck, still magnolias. So it could be a person who is like super sheltered. It could be a person that's super sheltered. You got an overbearing mother, someone that claims to want to keep you safe and protected, but it's more to it than that. At the very back of the deck, we got Black Panther rite of passages is what it brought me to. Innovation, swift action. So it's like I said, these two were moving swift. Don't I feel like don't make no swift decisions. Yeah, pray about it. Like, again, ask the tough questions of yourself. It's like, do you want to be fierce or do you want to keep cowering in the energy of, I'm helpless, I'm a damsel in distress. It's kind of really like all on you. The memories and revisiting the past, if it's not helping you find a solution forward, I mean, it's kind of pointless. If you're not doing your self reflection, if you're going back to it to validate the fact that you shouldn't move forward swiftly, you shouldn't answer the call, you shouldn't take these journeys that the threshold and the call is bringing towards you, then you may just stay stuck there. Let's get one more on Wheel of Fortune and Meadows. One more on Wheel of Fortune and Meadows. Oh, shit. Two more came out. Okay, current position. Key player detective came out. I'm feeling like with this, it's time for you to cut loose. I'm hearing foot loose, cut loose, foot loose, kick off your Sunday shoes. Um, I'm hearing like bear it off, like make a drastic change, like she's doing, cutting her hair. I feel like you need to do a deep dive. You really need to zoom in with the judgment card they came out with, this Wheel of Fortune, and especially in this season while Jupiter is where it is, because I feel like you haven't looked deep enough into your situation, your surroundings, and your relationships to realize that you're the key player. You're above them all. Again, you're above the mall. See how both of these figures are above? They're above the crowd. You're already above the crowd. Yeah, it may not be in your physical and your earthly thing, but spiritually, your spiritual rank, you are above the crowd. Like you performing here on earth, yeah, no doubt. But that's what this Wheel of Fortune in this meadow is about. Lust. Yeah, but with this lust card, I'm not getting that this is something temporary, that this is something low vibrational. I feel like this is like accepting the sweetness, thinking of the sweetness. When we talk about it could go either way, think about the sweetest outcome. Your Ten of Pentacles, like I said before, your greatest wish come true, as I said before. Goonies at the very back of the deck. Go. Are you gonna go on this adventure or no? Are you gonna go on this adventure or no? Like you too worried about all the obstacles that could happen on this adventure that you feel like the risk don't outweigh the reward is what I'm getting with that energy. Like that's crazy. Spirit wanted me to read the six for this triangle for a second now. My apologies. The meadow, flourishing and regenerating. A meadow sings to us of summer, of sensuality, of exuberance, of life in the fullest of its most abundant flow. When we look at a meadow, we can clearly perceive the greening of life, what the medieval German mystic Hildegard of Benin uh, called, oh Lord, Vera Ditas, the divine force which she believed animates and nourishes the world, and in which all living things participate. A meadow opens its arms wide to the skies, although so many living things can shelter and hide among its long grasses and bushy wildflowers. Beneath the surface of the meadow lies a rich tapestry of roots, and as different species intermingle and weave themselves together into a beautiful, di- diverse whole. The meadow card then reminds us that the heroine's journey is at heart about serving the community, okay, as well as ourselves. We can only flourish together. There's little to no nourish. There's little to nourish with the world in a monoculture or a single species line. The grasses and wildflowers in the meadow are planted in rich soil that teems with life, a medium in which their seeds will germinate and bloom for the good of all who inhabit it. A meadow can shelter, nourish, and feed so many different species. This card asks us to remember that women are so full of gifts. We're containers for so much life. We're a critical element in the abundance of this beautiful, eminent world. I mean, Earth. We were made to flourish. We deserve to flourish. It's our birthright, our heritage, and the driving force of the heroine's journey that we're on. Okay. And as they were speaking of the sweetness, can we go back to it? Oh, the nourishment. Yeah, strawberries nourish. Wildflowers bushes. Yeah, roots is tapestry, and then it also stated something about community, which on the Goonies card, right above all the guys, is community. So I mean, and that is a what? That's a place card. Yeah, that's a place. It's a place, and it's actually the only place. So that's the only place that you should be thinking about is the meadow, the spring. As above, so below is what I was getting, and I was also getting a card from a deck that I have put up where it was talking about like mushrooms and um, you know the world, the ecosystem that's underground. But we gonna move on because I feel like yeah, look, zoom in, look a little deeper, realize that you're the key player, realize that you are above all of this, digging for dirt, yeah. But digging into the dirt, what you'll find is a whole nother world that is contributing to the ecosystem above and below. As above, so below. And that is also a piece of you. Let this journey nourish you, is what I'm hearing. Build your community out. Yeah, build your community out. It brought me to entourage. Have an entourage of love. Generate an empire that sows seeds. Mm. Let's get something for matcha and the Two of Pentacles. Matcha and the Two of Pentacles. Wine and dine. And that's an ally. An ally. Strength and endurance. Flourishing and regenerating. I'm getting like you're definitely flourishing and regenerating no matter where you go. That's why you are the key player. You don't understand that you're the key player because you got so many people feeding you so much shit, projecting so much shit onto you. You haven't connected with your emotional body. You haven't connected. You haven't done that as above, so below work, that soul alchemy that it takes to face those things that you are uncomfortable with. But this ally is coming to you to let you know that you don't have to perform. It can be wine and dine all the time. I'm hearing just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us. But this is yeah. You're terrified. You tired. It's like you a paranoid person with that eight of swords too at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. At the very back of the deck, Breakfast Club. It's like you so freaking scared that if everybody in your soul tribe came through right now, you'd be so fucking scared to embark on it. Just to think of the two movies, Scream. That's that I know what you did last summer type shit. Them motherfuckers was in mischief and all that shit. And even in Goonies, they was in mischief. It's like being unwilling to take the risk. You'd rather be performative. Let's get some more on this matcha. Strength and endurance with the Two of Pentacles and wine and dine. What's going on? Because for real. Brick wall. Yeah, defense mechanism. You got your freaking guard up so freaking high. You got walls up. Fuck a guard. You very hard to reach. Very hard to reach. But what does it say? It's like the call. Are you gonna answer the call? 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 Fucking listen to the old lady of dreams and walk through the threshold. Look, even right there, you fucking scared as even right there. Doesn't it look like a motherfucker that's scared to walk through that door? But they in darkness, and walking through that door will bring them into the light. It's like, oh man, what's at the very back of the deck now? Yeah, training day. You scared to train. You scared to do the work. You scared to make a mistake. Spirit said you scared to make the mistake. You scared to go back to the future in order to, you know what I'm saying? Go to do the experiment. You scared to go back in time. You don't wanna relive. That's why you're not doing your inner work. I get it. I get it. But what is it at the bottom of the deck? I mean, baby, I don't understand. There's so many partnerships. There's so many partnerships that you're missing out on with this defensive mechanisms, with this wall that you got up against it all against all relationships, not only romantic relationships. You're not willing to let nobody in. Nobody in. Dare I say you're not willing to let God in. Yeah. Fucking scared of everything. You're comfortable in the toxicity, which is crazy. Yeah, what the? You could also possibly feel threatened. It's what scream right back at the freaking bottom of the deck. The struggle is causing confusion in your life. You're so used to juggling that that being free, it feels like a setup. Craziness. Craziness. Yeah, you're around some people that got like old mindsets. Yeah, very much so. Church based type mindset. People that don't advise people to go towards their passion, but tell them to stick to what's safe. What's really safe? What's really safe out here? Make it make sense. Let's get something on the call. Spirit, the call. Clarified by the 7 of Wands. Yeah, they want that. This. I'm not feeling the actual pregnancy. I'm feeling that Ace of Pentacles energy. It is bringing me to expecting. It's bringing me strong to expecting and going back to this girl's face, expecting the worst case outcome, expecting to have to keep on fighting. Light bulb moment. It's like when you're gonna realize the solution is in your hands. The solution is in your hands. The message is worrying you, but it's exactly what you need right now. Good, bad, or indifferent is exactly what you need right now to take action, to fucking move. Paranoid, cautious, insecure. Let's get more on the call and clarified by the 7 of Wands and now knocked up. I'm hearing higher and higher, closer to my dreams. And I'm also feeling like someone was told that getting pregnant would ruin their life. Yeah, caught in the matrix. I'm hearing decoding the message, dismantling the program, realizing the possibilities. Because again, you're the key player. You're already above. You're already above the mall. Are you going to acknowledge your truth and speak your truth? Are you going to listen to the oracle? You're only enslaved because you choose to be. Yeah, this feels like the devil card: obsession, physical attraction, sex appeal. Oh wow. I was just trying to grab the one. This is at the very back of the deck. Lauren Hill, Aaliyah, which is the divine feminine in this deck. It drew me to Songbird and back to truth. It's like you are a natural nurturer. So just remother yourself. It doesn't matter how your mother made you feel. If she made you feel like you ruined her life, it doesn't matter. The time for being modest is over with. I'm feeling like trance dance. Like, yeah, be free. Get get on the dance floor with it. You have oh my god, you got so much fortune. You have so much wealth stored inside of you with the things that you've envisioned. But I feel like you gonna let this shit pass away, being caught up in your head, not being trusted, not trusting anything, being scary as fuck. Like, here, let's get 14. We gonna end it here with this 14. We gonna end it here with this 14. The old woman of dreams, another ally, the maker of visions. An old Scottish folk tale tells of an old woman and an old man who live in a cave high up in the Cullinan Mountains on the Isles of Skye. The couple are the old creators of all the dreams of the world. The old woman of dreams has deep vision. She can see and understand everything that's happening in the world pool of by looking into a dark pool in the cave. She uses this knowledge to create the substance out of which her husband crafts and dreams of the world, the two of them together, quite literally dreaming the world into being. The story tells us of a young girl who loses her way in misty weather and stays with the couple for a year and a day, helping them with their work. As a consequence, the girl comes to understand the importance of apprenticeship. She emerges from the old woman's tuition with the knowledge of how to interpret dreams, a skill that she later finds valuable in her husband's country, in which she in true passes on to the people to benefit to the benefit of all. The old woman of dreams card reminds us that we should always take time to apprentice ourselves to the knowledge of our dreams. Although many of our dreams don't make sense to us in a narrative context, nevertheless, the characters who populate them and the images which appear hold information that might be helpful to us along our path. Our dreams also reflect the wisdom of our inner self, the part of us that knows what's good for us even when our conscious mind does not. Shit, I'm about ready to throw this. Look here. If you wasn't laser focused in on these two cards with what fuck was just read, like the two of them together create from their dreams. Yeah, this divine masculine, divine feminine energy definitely. Divine feminine definitely showed up. Actually, divine masculine and divine feminine showed up on the split with the Obamas. So it's like either you gonna answer the call or you're not. Like either you'll answer the call or you're not. Like you don't see that you're a key player in this person's life who is really trying to, you know, do that with you. They're trying to do that with you. It's like you don't want to be a beginner, but you have to be an apprentice. You have to be an apprentice at some point. You have to be an apprentice at some point. You have to learn from doing your inner work. I feel like the masculine in this sense is the catalyst to the spirit work. So the feminine energy is the runner in this scenario. The feminine energy is the runner, the warrior, the one who is, dare I say, running away from what's fated. But you got two allies, young and old. The maiden and the crone. You could possibly be the virgin, but I doubt it. But you're not yet the maiden either. It's time to look deeper. It's time to go within. You can't keep making anxiety be the excuse for you. It's just not. Spirit wants some angel numbers, and we're gonna leave it there. Angel numbers for this message, Spirit. And it came out in reverse. They go that interference shit again. I don't like that. I don't take them in reverse, but it's 0606. Commitments in reverse. 6 6. 6 and 6. Your foundation is dependent on you committing. Period. Loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual growth solutions. Living with honesty and light every day is a powerful way to cultivate a peaceful and meaningful life. By embracing truth, you unlock solutions and comfort. Let go of worries by expressing your emotions authentically and regularly. Open your heart to the future because the best is yet to come. Bottom of the deck, 999. Release. Balance, financial growth, success, life cycles, karma, transformation, renewal. Your current circumstances are ending, opening the door. Yeah. Y'all must have forgot. That's just what I heard. Opening the door to better opportunities. If you're facing significant changes, consider viewing your life as a series of cycles and chapters. Embrace the transition by making room for new opportunities and welcoming fresh beginnings into your life. I'll just leave that there. Patience at the very back of the deck. 11. Calm, reflection, understanding, timing, awareness, thoughtfulness. Changes are coming in your life, and you need to be aware of them. Don't rush to conclusions before you have enough information. Take your time. Taking your time will prevent harm to others and ensure thoughtful decisions. And what areas of my life do I need to practice more patience and wait for the full picture to emerge? Today, focus on being mindful and taking things one step at a time. Trust that the right answers will come with time and clarity. And with the Queen of Swords, asking the right questions of yourself and what it is that you want going forward. All right, tribe. Until next time, know that I love y'all. Peace.